Right, welcome back. Let's see. Show me something about this Ten of Swords for Libra, please. Oh yeah, the Devil. Wow, what did I say? I felt that. I felt that controlling energy, obsessive, um, wanting you for all their own needs, but not giving you what you need emotionally or romantically. So it could have been like based on lust or based on obsessively controlling one another and not reciprocating when it comes to romance. So it was like you felt like it was like only lust based and not really giving you that emotional comfort or emotional security again. And it does feel like you were in this loop. Like it may have been like every time it started off with like a brief of romance and like emotional comfort, and then like it got like very quickly into a spiral of um, being bonded to the toxic cycle, which would always lead to you feeling defeated until you had to learn your lesson here with that justice. Yeah, Queen of Cups, to hold your emotions inside, like to not give them fully access to your heart, to your emotions, to your love life, or to your inner space. Okay, the Cancer energy is here very, very strongly, and Cancerian energy is very protective. Okay, like they don't allow just anyone to be welcomed in their heart space or in their home life. So they are very cautious with these energies. And with that Ten of Cups, I feel like your biggest act of fairness was actually to put more focus on loving relationship, happy relationship, positive people, your family, or maybe your kids if you do have them, and create like a more emotionally secure and safe space. So once you do that, you will start to notice that negative energy of the devil that keeps on making like conflicts and like confusion and like obsessive energy and stuck energy is not in alignment with you. And this is the way that you are growing out of it. You get my point? It's like once you understand that this is not giving you anything in terms of emotional security, and you focus on your own emotional well-being, self-love, self-care, and people that truly make you happy, you will start to notice that you are outgrowing this devil. And this is what happened, and this is the justice. Like you've learned your lesson and you made the right decision. You took accountability for your own heart rather than feeding someone else's heart. And that's when the shift starts to happen. You liberate yourself. Sun, the sun is all about happiness, fulfillment, joy, abundance, living your true happiness, living in the truth, living in the present moment, rather than like chasing something or chasing to fix something, chasing to get on the same page or chasing clarity. Like all these things are being diminished here. Let's see what happened in their state of the hangman, which is them being kind of like blocked. It's like the end of the road type of energy. Like, you can't go further than that. Like, you pause this person, like, strongly pause this person. Four of Swords, like, you give them something to think about and to heal and to take a pause to reflect on what happened here. The Tower. They did not see this coming, probably. Like they thought that they had you like in the palm of their hands with that devil. Like they really thought that if they could breadcrumb you a little bit with their emotional thing, that you would be happily stepping into that cycle of like getting emotionally and mentally depleted and like trying to fix it because you felt emotionally depleted from it. And it didn't happen that way. You showed them that the distorted energy is in them. That's what you did. You showed them that they are in the distorted energy and they need to fix themselves because you do not to be fixed here. Like the moment you cut this person off, you put the coven on the nail, you did not need to be fixed. You stepped into your happiness. And by the way, we do have the King and Queen of Cups here. So the emotional intensity is very strong here. However, there's a lot of mental anguish. This person needs to heal from their emotional immaturity. They may be constantly watching you or suspecting things, and like when they see something, they withdraw, and they never really fully open up about the things that they were thinking or the things that they saw or the things that they were stalking you on. And when people act in that way and they're not open in communication in that, it becomes a distorted energy because they start to believe things in their own mind. They don't speak it up because they are not secure enough, or they feel too insecure, uh, because they know somewhere in the back of their mind that it could be false truth or false assumptions. And that's why people don't really jump on that, um, confront. Like, they don't jump into confronting you on that because they make it up all in their mind. And now, because you saw this, you blocked it, you stopped it, and now they are just like lost in their own mind, still not sure if what they saw or heard was true, but now they have nothing to blame you for because your energy is not there. So they can sit with what they thought they knew or thought that they had seen, but they have no one to blame for. You get my point? So this is, yeah, Seven of Cups. This is exactly what I'm picking up on. Thank you so much, Spirit, for confirming this person's energy. Seven of Cups. This is someone that could be like in the early stages of being schizophrenic. I mean, that's like a very heavy thing, but you know, the energy that I am picking up with this energy is they make up things in their mind, they see things and they assume something. They have these assumptions and they may have been constantly trying to control you because of their own assumptions. And it's not true, but they had a fear of trusting. And because of this fear of trusting, they thought that if they would control you, they will constantly have validation of things. And eventually their walls would be breaking down. So with the Seven of Cups is someone that is highly in their headspace or in their emotions. They see things that are not there. All that glitters ain't that gold. They always think that the grass is greener on the other side, also for you, that you will always find someone that's better than them, better looking, better in all the ways. And this is bringing some sort of distorted energy in the mental space as well as in the psychic space for them to heal. So what I feel with this Nine of Cups then is that you constantly needed to feed into their validation, as in like, no, that's not the case, or no, you're wrong, or no, this was not like that. And after a long time of like trying to over explain yourself as like, no, this is like, it's just a colleague or just a friend or just it's a nobody, you start to realize that you're giving all the time the explanation and the validation, and it's still not enough because it will never be enough to the Nine of Cups. It's like they feed off that energy of you explaining things, and then, oh, but then you said this, so maybe you meant that. And they go into that spiral of the maze, and you were just like, block, no, I'm not going to do that. And that's the biggest strength that you got back. Yeah, Death card and a Page of Pentacles. They need to change internally. If they want to meet you where you're at, they need to change internally. They need to let go of they need to let go of some sort of disappointment that they had here. Someone here from their past, could have been an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, truly disappointed this person. They may have had like a baby, or they have lost a child with this individual. They're still going through some sort of mourning process of that. And this could have been like one of the reasons that they developed this habit Okay, I don't know why, but they developed some sort of habit because of this. They may have lost a child, or they may have lost a custody of a child. And there is still a lot of mourning and sadness and grief about that. Okay. What's this person going to do next towards Libra? Yeah, 5 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. They're going to try still, absolutely. They're going to try in all sorts of ways that are not good. 7 of Swords, 5 of Wands is someone that's trying to cause jealousy, pettiness, or being deceptive, sneaky, just to get a reaction. Try to put other people into the drama. They're not done playing the victim. They're not done playing sneaky to get a reaction. And it's all because they feel like you're slipping away, that they're missed out on an opportunity. Okay, and that you're getting attention elsewhere. So they're going to be trying to get your attention in, I don't want to say in malicious ways, but like 7 of Swords and the 5 of Wands is like creating something sneaky to trigger you, or to have some sort of reaction, or put other people into the game, such as, you know, dating someone else, or like all of a sudden kissing someone in front of you just to make you jealous, or something like that could be taking place. And with that 7 of Pentacles, I feel like it's not going to work. Like they don't get like the reaction back, and they stop and think like, okay, was this worth it? So it almost feels like they almost lose themselves in their own dirty game, and then that's the thing that wakes them up, as in like, well, why am I doing these things? I create like a false account, try to communicate or stir some sort of conflict here. Like they're doing things that eventually they're going to stop and think like, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, was this worth it? Yeah, because they're not getting the response that they wanted. And they hate to see the fact that you are leaving them behind, that you are rejecting their behavior. They're constantly overthinking it. They're very, very insecure. Okay, they're very insecure, and out of their insecurities, they're going to act in ways that you're just going to be like, oh my God, like, I can see that you have feelings. Like, they're emotionally or mentally trying to walk away, but it's like they feel very depressed about it. They feel very stuck about it. What's your advice? 9 of Pentacles. Stay rooted, stay grounded, stay as independent as possible, because your person is still going through the lessons, and they can't take the fact that you taught them the lesson. That's something that they are trying to be very, like, they're trying to regain the control, but whatever they do is like they lost the control over you, and it's driving them to insanity. It's going to drive them to do or say things that are going to be like, oh my God, did this person really do that? Like, you know, like they will show their face. They will show that this impacted them, just because they are trying to pull off like sneaky games, or try to make you jealous, or put like other people into the mix, and it's not going to work. And that's where the shift starts, is when their gameplay does not work, when their sneakiness does not work, when their form of investment into these gameplays are just like constantly failing. That's where it stops. Okay, and that's where you ascend within yourself. Could be even like ascending into a new relationship. Okay, let's see, who's this new phase? Because for some of you, you are cutting through from a narcissist here. Knight of Pentacles, could be an earth sign. Oh, the King of Wands and the Two of Cups at the bottom. Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving earth sign or slow-moving energy that is very stable, consistent, loyal, and does not play games. They are very down-to-earth, loyal, or are ready to build. They don't play games. They are very serious and very mannered, and someone that has a strong desire to meet you halfway. So the choice is here. The choice is yours. Knight of Swords is all about drama, conflict, like, things going up and down, left and right. And then we have like a stable energy that's like saying, like, Libra, I want you. And that's it. So you have a choice here. That's what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.